Hey, good morning. So, today I want to talk to you about beating the gang stalking operation. So, first, what would beating a gang stalking operation consist of? So, first, we have to keep in mind what is the main purpose of a gang stalking operation. One, it is to destroy the target at every single level, in every single way, shape, and form, until the person has lost his or her mind, potential, everything. Now, now, how do you stop that? Well, first of all, gang stalking takes away your potential from society. So, pretty much in society, everyone has to develop themselves, develop their talents in order to help move the planet forward. And gang stalking is literally taking away at the potential of many people. It is said that a lot of people who are TIs are very smart people. And I don't want to sound full of myself, but I have noticed, and some gang stalkers have shown me via their actions, that a lot of this is happening because of envy. And they're envious of the craziest things that you wouldn't even expect. Like my first client, she was upset when I got my body back. She like literally she was like, no, like literally, I'm not exaggerating. She literally went like that. Now, also, once she told me that she was like, how the hell do you always wake up and you're so chippery? Why do you have, you're always so full of energy, so alive? How do you have so much spirit? She literally told me this. So, one thing that I have noticed is that gang stalkers are driven by jealousy. So, everything that you have worked on a lot, that makes you shine, they're gonna take as a personal attack on them. So, I even had a gang stalker literally pull my face like this. He was someone that pretended to have a sexual interest, so I went and hooked up with this person. So, but this guy grabbed me, he looked at my face, and then I just laughed, and then he looked at my teeth, and then he began making out with me, and he was literally feeling my teeth with his tongue to see if I had any cavities. He was literally like observing me. Like when we got naked, he was like checking me out as if I was a fucking, I don't know, a fucking dog, that they were looking for pedigree or whatever. And I had him record me while I was giving him a blowy, and I saw him. I look really good in the video. So I mean, he was pretty hot, and he like looked at it. He got upset. He stopped recording. He just threw my phone away to the side of the bed. I should have left, but I didn't because I was kind of enjoying watching his show, of his expression of anger. And anyways, so they want to destroy you physically, psychologically, everything. So the way you have to turn the you have to do the opposite that gang stalkers want you to do. So gang stalkers are taking away at at what you can give to society. So what you have to do is make sure is to stop gang stalking from taking away at the talent and spirit of people that can possibly give something to society. And you have to do that while you pretty much disengage from them. So how can you possibly give to society when there are groups of people ganging up on you to make sure you don't? The only thing, I mean, you're pretty much living life, you have to excel, and you're living life in hard mode. Like, life is already hard as it is. And now, you, other than dealing with your job, with everything else that you want to do, with your personal goals, you still have to deal with a bunch of people trying to influence you into losing your mind because they want you to have schizophrenia, because they don't want you to enjoy the gifts that God gave you. And how can you do this? You stop becoming a victim and start becoming a journalist. You have to share with the world absolutely everything, regardless if people are gonna think you're crazy. It's okay, because you're not doing that for you. Well, not yet. You're doing that to expose everything that gang stalking is doing. You have to do it in such a way that you pretty much are exposing, you bringing everything to light. So you have to share how are you feeling, why, how, who's actually acting against you, what things have they done to you, regardless of how insane they might sound, and regardless if you are connected still or not. Because your perspective, by sharing all these experiences, you are giving everyone a first row seat to what gang stalking does to people. But here's the beauty of this, is that by you reporting everything, you are giving to society power to be able to discern from people who have their worst intentions. You're helping them protect themselves from people who want to destroy other people. As a TI, that is the one thing that God or the higher power has imposed on you. That is your mission. To help educate people to stop the madness. It is your job to document, to expose, to analyze, to study, and to talk about it, because that is your way of giving back to the world. And whenever you give back to the world, you build karma. The world is going to want to give back at you. How? You report this, YouTube, and as much social media as you can. And guess what? They're gonna pay you with views and with money, which is pretty much a direct payment of society for your service, for your suffering, for everything that you have gone through, for everything that has been imposed on you, and for following your duty. Because out of everyone, why were you picked as a freaking gang stalking victim? I don't know. And guess what? You shouldn't care. Your mission is that now you have all these things that are happening to you, and you have to respond in the way that is going to benefit you and society the best. And guess what? That will literally turn the tables on a gang stalking operation. You know why? Because if they attack you, you document it, and you get good karma from society, and you get money. And if they don't attack you, you get your freedom back. If you are new at getting gang stalked, guess what? You have the ability. You are in the perfect. I wish I would have been doing this from the beginning. Because imagine, I would have so many incredible descriptions of everything that happened to me, everything that I thought was happening to me, every single thing. And And you will see how I have been developing my knowledge of gang stalking and being the person that is able to discern a gang stalker from a normal person. I'm not under the gang stalker juice where I believe that everyone is after me anymore. But I did. And that was worth so much, and I didn't realize it. I would have 6 years of documentation of what gang stalking is. From the very beginning to now. And you have no idea how much I regret that. And, I tried to do it in the beginning, but I just didn't know why. I didn't know how. And not only that, but I allowed the negative comments on YouTube to get to me. Because I was softer. Because I didn't know how to address it. Something happened to me where I just became a tough mofo. Where I once felt that the world was against me. I felt that they knew everything about me. And even when I felt they knew everything about me, I learned how not to care. And that is power, because of that, now I can talk to you and I can tell you about all these crazy experiences that I had. It has allowed me to give to society. I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm still uncomfortable about sharing my face. But I'm not scared of telling you who I am. I'm Efren Rodriguez. I have a house in Calexico, California. I also live in San Diego, California. I sell auto parts at the O'Reilly Auto Parts in Imperial Beach. And I have been getting gang stalked, and I did become schizophrenic from gang stalking for a while, but I was able to get my sanity back. I was able to lift up the perception of myself to a point where I feel more powerful than ever. Because now I realize that I have to distance myself from people that want to, one way or another, attach themselves to me. Because I realize that the time that I spend by myself is the time that I work on my projects and where I recharge to move forward with what I want. And when you have people constantly messaging you all the time, it's because they want your energy. They want what you have. Even when you might not know what you have. I didn't know what I had. And I worked so hard to get it. And I didn't appreciate it. And now I'm, in one way, very thankful that this happened to me, because now I appreciate everything that I have worked so hard to get. And I'm gonna be dead before allowing anyone to take it away from me. I might not have much, but for the little that I have, I appreciate it so much. And I only plan on getting more, on becoming the biggest and truest expression of myself that I can possibly be. And just know that turning the game on gangstalkers is very possible. You turn the tables. You set your life up so that if they attack you, you journal it. You somehow try to monetize it. Write a book. I have journals. I have audio clips. I have audio clips of when I was completely in a trance. I have a lot of documentation that we're going to go over it as time goes by. I have 6 years of experience, but I have so many stories that I cannot tell you. I wish I was in the place again where I could be put in a trance again by gang stalkers, so I can tell you what I went through like that, from the best seat possible. But I can't do that anymore because I know too much. I know way too much, and my brain went through some type of adaptation where gang stalking just doesn't work anymore on me. My brain literally adapted. I've had like 3 adaptations. The first one was when my brain began communicating. What one hemisphere of my brain began communicating with the other one. That changed my personality, changed my character. It increased my peripheral vision. I'm not kidding you. I have never been the person that has been able to come back with a witty comeback. I've always stayed quiet, but now, boom, boom, I just bang him out. It's amazing. Also, I became really sensitive to the energy of people, their mannerisms, everything that they do, how they glance at me, how they even blink tells me so much information about the intentions of the person. I can tell right away. And now, my last adaptation is where this happened. I want to tell you on my next video about how this happened, but it was when just my subconscious, when everything, when you're getting gang stalked, your consciousness is right here, and then everything the gang stalking happens here around it, and your mind is kind of just stuck there, and it's kind of, it's just there. But I don't know, one day what happened was that all the gang stalking just went like this, all the ideas, and then my consciousness just went like this. It made it up into a tiny little ball, and it's constantly bouncing in my head, but I can just squeeze it more and then just boop, make it so small that it's imperceptible to me. And then my mind just expanded and it got tougher, almost like a shell. Like I encompass everything that gang stalkers did to me. I only think now about gang stalking whenever I want to. I have developed techniques. I have developed mental exercises. I have developed a way to contain everything that the gang stalkers did to me. And I have learned how to defend myself against it. And I'm going to teach you how. And I also want to teach you to turn the tables on the gang stalkers. What if they know who I am? It doesn't matter. What you do is you don't tell anyone. Do you have any idea how hard it is to find someone on YouTube? So I'm doing an experiment. I'm seeing how long is it gonna take for my gang stalkers to find my videos. I did it for a couple of months. Nothing. Now, I told my doctor, who's a gang stalker too. I told my clients, I've been announcing, oh yeah, I have a channel, and I even told them that it's about gang stalking. Oh man, their reactions when they know that I have a channel about gang stalking, oh, it's amazing. And I am slowly giving them more clues. No one has found it yet, but I did have one client tell me, I was looking for you, but I couldn't find you. I told him I'm using an avatar on my face, and additionally, it's about gang stalking. It's called the Gangstalking Playbook, and they haven't found it yet. Because I'm gonna know, they're gonna tell me one way or another, a comment, something. And The moment I reach the goals for monetization is when I'm gonna reveal my face, because by then my hair is gonna be long enough. I'm almost there physically. I'm so proud of it. And I am gonna be me, but better. And I'm so excited. I'm so excited because I finally have my life back. It's still in hard mode, but I've learned the skills. And this channel is me giving back to society. And it is me, what's that word? It's me converting all the negative energy like a comedian. You know that comedians, they typically have really crazy lives and they make people laugh from it? Oh, they transmutate their negative experiences into laughter. And I'm transmutating all my negative experiences to help society know more about this topic. And I am hoping, to have the ability to monetize it. I don't know yet, but I'm still trying. And I'm not gonna give up. Now, I have never seen anyone speak about gang stalking with so much detail as I have, or talk about all these different aspects or psychological ideas, because I believe that most people were never able to come out of it. I still feel the direct energy weapons on my feet. I still feel that someone is shaking my car when I'm trying to go to sleep. But I know that it's just my nervous system. I already told you how they do it. Your nervous system remembers, especially if you're feeling upset about it. I used to feel upset because of when I would try to nap in my car during my lunch hour, I would inevitably just feel someone hiding in the corner of my car, swaying my car. And they wouldn't let me nap, because I was too busy being mad about how is this fair? This is so unfair. Because it is. But there's nothing I can do about it. And this is gonna sound funny, but there actually is something I can do about it, and it is to completely ignore it and do my best at taking my mind away from that injustice. And I have been wanting to get out of my car so bad, but I don't, because when they see you getting out of your car and looking around to try to catch the motherfucker that is swaying your car, they win, because they got you angry enough. So it is a lot of patience, of mental work that you have to do, that you have to get. But I think to myself, I'm not gonna give him the reward. I'm gonna be thinking about something else, listen to some music, and try to nap. And that's exactly what I do. And it's working. The swaying of my car has been significantly less. Before, when I used to react, they would stay outside of my car for like an hour or two. And I would be upset. And I would come out of my car. And guess what? When you come out of your car, you're telling them you're upset. But when you completely ignore it, say nothing, do nothing, think about something else, you are taking the energy from them because they're investing the work. They're out in the sun, crouching down like idiots, trying to make you mad. But when you do not show it, they just lose. They feel stupid. And that makes me so happy. Anyways, thanks for watching. If you're getting gangstalked, please remember, document that shit. You want to document it as much detail as possible. Not only that, do not allow any type of negative message, anything that criticizes you or that is throwing you indirect messages, or that is throwing you any type of covert. Because check a lot of the comments, a lot of my videos, they're talking about things that don't make sense. A lot of those things that they just throw things like that because they're expecting you to identify with them. When they talk about effing a dog in the A or pedophilia or whatever, they're gonna throw that because because they know that those are the weapons that the gangstalkers use, and they're gonna throw it at them, so it makes you believe that they're gangstalkers too. There is a trick to all of that, but I know what it is. And regardless of the emotion that those comments make me feel, be it negative, I will keep posting. And I will post a lot. Because it is my mission as a targeted individual to educate everyone on what type of BS is happening. And I want to make sure that the same that happened to me doesn't happen to someone else, where they go online after they had been attacked by hundreds of gangstalkers, where they have been writing, and they go on YouTube and they find nothing useful. They just find stories about you were chosen by God or by this, you were selected, blah blah, all these things, all this information that is not useful to TIs. And my mission is to inform you with the most abundantly useful type of information that you can possibly get anywhere. Because I want you to win. That's it for right now. Thank you for watching.